Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming out here, a little midday money on a Wednesday. Welcome on into the show today. And a couple minutes late, I was starting to enter in all the information. I'm like, all right, let me get the stuff set up here. And then I realized, hello, I was setting up in the total chaos chat. It happens. I'm in, it's all the channels for picks and parlays and the winner free picks and Roll Sports, everybody. It's all off of one thing. So I'm rolling the stuff in there. I'm like, oh man, I'm in the wrong area. But hey, it happens. What are you going to do? So welcome on in. If you're on YouTube, make sure you give it a little like. If the Facebook page, again, Brio, William Knight, Mike Downey, not a whole lot of Facebooking going on. Obviously more people watch on YouTube, so I appreciate that. But I just give it a like. Why not? Now, for the recap from yesterday, we'll get right to it. 44-62 now with the Nets under 214 going down. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's the way I'm going to lose there with the Celtics scoring 195 points or whatever the heck that was. Rough loss there. But it happens. Today we'll go Hornets, money line. A little, for that one there, my thinking is just that the Bulls, just a tough spot for the Bulls. A little banged up. I don't like the spot there. And the Kings, this is a big over 235. Yes, it's big. They just made a trade. But, again, I see that 235, knowing they just got rid of a guy. Minnesota's playing well. It looks way too high for me. So I'm going to say, you know what? Let's go over that total. Hockey, nothing, 34-33. I did have a premium on Vegas yesterday. That got there for me, but I didn't have anything in chat today. Same thing. I did glance at a couple hockey games I thought about taking today. I'm thinking, maybe I'll take the Flyers, maybe Vegas again. It's in a back-to-back spot, but nothing really jumped out of me on the ice. So we move on from there. Into college hoops, 3 and 4 day. That's the kind of way it was yesterday. My dogs kind of hit. My favorites kind of lost. I lost some dogs. But 3 and 4, 147 and 135. Today we're going to go SMU, Houston over the 135, and look for a little bounce back game from SMU. Yes, Houston gives up like 55 points a game, but give me SMU here. I almost see them up as a plus money play here, getting points. But I ended up just going over the over. So I think we'll get a little more offense out of Mustangs. Houston could score, so I'm thinking over the 135 there. K-State, again, this is a spot here with SMU. I could have grabbed the dog. And the K-State I'm looking at for total-wise, I was thinking about just going over this game too, the way both teams have played, coming off bad offensive performances. And maybe I should have threw the over out here in the video, but I did not. I'm going to take K-State as a +7 dog. Bradley's game actually bet on last night. It's 4.5. I got 4 last night, but I'm still liking it. Stanford, another little home puppy. We'll take it. Rutgers always play stuff at home. We'll grab the 3 there. And the Sooners under 127.5. That offense is pathetic. So those are your video picks for today. Again, give me a little hello on the YouTube, Twitter, wherever you're watching. I don't know. What else is there to say? Welcome into the show. We're going to hit the comments for the next 20 minutes or so. Tyreek, good morning. How are you, my fella? Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. First comment of the morning. Richie P hitting the like button. Thank you very much. Brio, there's my guy, Brio. Always in the Facebook. I think I give you a shout out, Brio, because you always give it a like, and and it's just a handful of the Facebook people. So I always want to just say thank you for that. LJ, what do you say? Good morning. I'm liking Dallas Stars and the Red Wings tonight on the ice. What do we got here? So again, I just said I kind of like Philly, but I'm like, I don't like it that it's kind of moved a little bit. People betting on them. And I like the Red Wings. And the Stars today, I thought about doing the Stars, believe it or not. The Red Wing game's a coin flip. I kind of like Dallas there with you. Again, I didn't bet the Flyers. I was like, maybe I sort of like them. So I'm going to be pulling for you on the little D&D there, Dallas and Detroit. Big X is in the house. Good morning, Big X. Wild killed you last night. I had a big bet on them. Sorry to hear that the Minnesota Wild did not come through for you. And I'm trying to see if we'd go head-to-head on something today, but I'm really not liking much, right? Sometimes you got to lose a game. It's okay. It's okay to lose. It happens. So here we go. Florida Gators, 14.5 versus Georgia. Man. So this was 14.5 last night. Has not moved. And I got this pegged right around the 14-point mark myself. So not a spot on moment. I actually would maybe lean a little bit on Georgia. Just based on, we've seen Georgia lose at home to mid-majors, and then they battle a team and score near outright wins over better teams. Again, that's being at home. On the road here, I don't know. I want to take the 14.5. Who do we have on deck here for the Gators? Maybe got something bigger up next. I think I looked at this game yesterday to see who they had on deck, but yeah, they got Kentucky going to Kentucky next. I'm taking the dog here. I'm taking the dog. Let's go. 14.5 with the Bulldogs. Why not? The Underdogs on a 10-1 run in this series, so I'm getting 2 touchdowns. Let's go. Yeah, nothing on the ice. Give it a pass. It's okay. Warriors +2 versus Jazz. I guess I would lean a little Golden State. 9 straight wins, 4-5 ATS running those. No Clay again. Gobert's still out, right? I mean, I could see where you want to bet Golden State here, right? Honestly, I would take the Jazz at home. Let's go Jazz. Money line. Forget about the 2 points. Lay to 120. Let's get it done at home. Utah. Flyers, Stars. Again, that Flyers Detroit game, I was just saying there to LJ Gunskill. I can go either way with that. I kind of like the Flyers, but I sort of like the Wings. And Dallas, we could do the Stars together there. The Hall and Texas Tech money line. Well, if you're going to take the Hall, that's between y'all. Because I got the Hall as like a 4 or 5 point fave here. It's only 3. So that's kind of a toss-up kind of game for me. Didn't play it. I mean, I'm looking at my things here. I got little shapes next to Seton Hall. Like I have it as I should take it, but I'm a little worried about taking it. And the Texas Tech game, as I just said, we're going to go a little doggy action there on Texas Tech lane. Now, Tech's a good team. I'm not saying they're, this line, though, to me, a little low. You're going money line. I understand. It's either 2.5, 3. I'm like, Tech's like a top 10 team. They're pretty good. And the Sooners can't shoot a lick. Again, this looks a little too easy, but sometimes they win, no gun skill. Miss Danique is here. Wake Forest, NC State. It's a dog day to me, man. I'm kind of like in NC State. I'm leaning to the home dog there. Ray's like in Wake Forest. Matt W, thank you. I appreciate it. Like the Orioles hat. You big Brady Anderson fan? Chris Hoyles? The old roided up O's? I mean, Ripken. You got to love Ripken. I love Ripken, Eddie Murray. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in, Matt. Thank you for the comment. Hit a nice 150 on Toledo last night. The Rockets can score, Raw Delgado. So take that money. Enjoy it. Over Florida, Georgia. What do we got here on this total? It was 144 last night. I have this about the 140-ish mark. So I would lean over. Good morning. Like first, then comment. Yes, Curtis. That's the courteous thing to do. Rob Franklin. Good morning, my guy. What do we got? Northern Kentucky versus Milwaukee. Revenge spot for Northern Kentucky. Yeah, again, here is a Milwaukee team, and we like, right? They have the the young kid's supposed to be really good on their team, has not produced a record like win-wise where I thought, oh, maybe we I think I said this in the October, November show. I'm like, maybe this is a little team we could surprise and win the conference. They got a little young stud ball player here, but yeah, man, you look at this line, it's like, revenge spot. Let's go. You can get it done here on the road. 2 points, it's the bucket, and that's up to 3. It was 2 last night. I don't know. Did not bet it. Greg, Mississippi State versus Tennessee. Yes. State horrible on the road, but 12-1 home. Yeah, and again, you have a Tennessee team. It's a pretty good club. What are they on off? 81-57 game, 90-80, right? They're running, scoring. I did this last night. I'm like, you know what? Maybe we take the over in this spot. Mississippi State off 2 games where they scored like 55 and 50 points, right? So now they're home. 78 versus South Carolina, 78 versus Mississippi, 78 in a win over Alabama. They can play. A little giddy up here, 1.5. Let's go at home here. Little home puppy. Wake versus NC State. I would lean to the dog. Lean in dogs today. Of course you're going to like Ohio State, right? It's 3 points over Rutgers, Markel. You and everybody else is going to be on that team. Not much is up. How are you today? GW versus UA. All right, let's see a little George Washington action here. Wait, hold on a second. GW. Who's GW playing? All right, you guys straighten that out. Arizona? U of A? Akron? I don't know what that means here. Help me out here. Help me out, Rob. Hey, go ahead. Well, I got it in the chat here. I didn't bet it yet. I didn't bet Rutgers, so don't. I know you're confusing me here. I'm like, what's happening in this spot here? You put up crazy games. I'm like UA. I'm going to play. Akron's playing. I like UMass. I bet UMass last night at -6.5. Notre Dame, Louisville over 7:00. I would go over that because I think Notre Dame is going to win this game, and I think Louisville. Listen, Louisville's got a whole lot of crap going on. Their team. They're just in a miserable rut. But I could see them scoring a little bit here. But give me Notre Dame in the over for bet. Fernando, good morning, my guy. Appreciate you coming in daily and the likes. Nobody wants gray hair. You know what you do, Miss Sneaky? You just shave it off, and then you don't have to worry about gray hair. Let's take a gray eyebrow hair. That'd be pretty crazy. Baylor, over or stay away? Yeah, we like that. Where's that game at? I like the over in that Baylor game. It was 74-49 2 weeks ago. 49 points. And then you got Baylor in off a game. They scored 59 points. You know what? So I'm expecting a little bit of offense today from both teams. Over the total. It was 135 last night. St. Joe's and Davidson. You know, I got a 146 on this last night. And, you know, it's funny because I'm like, man, my numbers say to take Davidson all day here. Right? I think Davidson is a much better team. But as a double-digit fave, they won by 5, 8, 3, and 10 points, and they were 10, 14, 11, and 12-point faves. Even 8-point fave, they couldn't cover 4 games. 3 and 6 ATS last night. You know what? And all three of those wins to them in our ATS, they're dogs outright on Davidson. So I'm going to say you want to lean over here? Probably. I'm going to say go over because I think St. Joe's is going to score. And, you know, Dave, it's going to be kind of close. It's closer than that line indicates. I can't do it at 10. I'm just pulling up here. I know, you know, Joe's isn't a great offensive team, but Davidson lets teams hang in there. So over the total. I like ND. Already bet Notre Dame last night. El Craft is back. It's twice this week. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. El Craft, one of the original midday moneyers when we started this up last year in for conference tournament action. Tulane and Memphis. Yeah, you know, I Memphis is a team. I'm just trying to find it here on my sheet here. What the number was last night as opposed to it is today. It was died. Do we trust them in double digits? it's just a weird team. I mean, Penny just can't get this guy's going. And I've won fading them. I won betting on them. They're just I don't want to lay 10 with them. I can't. I mean, just to stay away. It's a stay away ball club for me. Groovy Caps had the Wild yesterday. Also there, Mr. Reddington. Houston need both people out of the water. Can they do the same against it? Yeah. Well, here's the thing with that game. So, you have both teams. Where is it at here? SMU's in off a game. They score 57, right? Wichita State beat them up pretty bad. I think this is going to be a closer game. I want to take the points with SMU. I said that in the beginning of the show. I want to take the points. And I think the over is in play. Houston does score, right? I mean, even last game, they score 80 points and the game goes under because they only give up 55 a game. So, but again, SMU off a bad game, 57 points. I expect them to want to come out and play good. And plus, you're playing Houston. It's a big rivalry. They blow them out in the first. I don't know. I'm leaning towards SMU here. On them over, yes, because I got that in chat. But I also like them plus the points. All-Star break. Texas Tech versus Sooners. I like the under and the Sooners. Bulls game. Vukovic, first basket for Chicago. I don't like the Bulls here today. Yeah, Rutgers at the rack. It's got to be a play. Definitely like Texas Tech today. I do not like Texas Tech. I'm on the other side of that. Give me the doggy. Shouldn't San Diego State cover? Fresno. Right? They're playing Fresno. Oh, yeah. No, San Jose. They got San Jose today. What are they, 15? It was 14 last night. I got this at like a 15-16. I think San Diego State should cover. San Jose is not a good squad. What do we got here? You get better number of Rutgers. Possibly. People are going to bet Ohio State, that's for sure. Portland, plus 8.5. Are we is this Portland NBA or Portland plus 8? All right, against the Lakers tonight? It's 8.5, huh? This Trailblazer team, what they just traded. Yesterday we had a breaking news in the chat as they trade CJ. Oh, man. So they traded away Powell, Covington, McCallum. Eesh. I mean, I don't. Is James and AD playing tonight? I'm trying to find out. I mean, this is a big number, just based on the Lakers and how they play defense. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do we have those two guys playing? 7.5. It's up to 9.5. I can't lay 9.5 with the Lakers on the road. But again, the favorites are on what? Our NBA faves on like a ridiculous run. So who am I? Stay away. I'm staying away. Thoughts on Tulane and Memphis? I want to grab Tulane plus 10. That would be my initial. I'm not going to take Memphis. You want Tulane? Definitely take Tulane. Oh, the Spiders of Richmond. We like our little Richmond team here. But you know what? I'm like a little, maybe a little Mason here. Maybe a little George Mason. I didn't bet it because I'm a Spider guy. I got family who's a alum from Richmond, so I would definitely lean Richmond. Just couldn't bet him. Flames team total over versus Vegas. Why not? Vegas in a back-to-back show, and I like it. I got you. I like the Grizzle. Al Dallas says the Grizzle minus 2.5. And the Spiders. Again, Spiders I want to bet. I just can't. I don't want to throw the old kibosh jinx on them by betting them because I got a future on them to win the A10. And then we got Oakland. Who are they playing? Oh, the Penguins of Youngstown. I might have to take a little Youngstown. That line's come down. No way. We got enough llamas. Speaking of llamas, I'm doing Total Chaos with World Sports last night, and they bust out a llama behind them. Yeah, the llamas. Llamas are taking over. Mason and Richmond just play. Mason cover. Yeah, it was a close one. Again, Mike, for me, I like Richmond. I want to bet them. Sometimes you just can't bet on a team you like, right? I'm trying to do bigger things. I got to throw the whole gambling mojo out into the atmosphere there to get them to the A10 champion, to be A10 champions there. Will you take SMU? Yes. Yes, I'm going to do it right after the show. Eddie and LeBron both active tonight. The thing is with the Laker defense, I mean, they should definitely roll. But you think Portland, show a little heart. I mean, you guys, who's ever left, you're an NBA player, right? Or you think you are. I mean, you all think you're who you are, especially today's NBA. These guys, scoring 7 points a game thinking they're awesome. But again, do I want to lay 9.5? No. Can I bet the Trailblazers? No. Opinions on some NBA. Here we go. Bulls over 236. Huge number there. I'd have to just say yes to that because when I see big numbers like that, Jennifer, I think they're just trying to scare you off it. So I would say over. It's gone up 3 points. Oh, like from the start, right on this game? It was 230. It's 237. I say 237 out there in one book. 236.5. So, yeah, I'd go over there. Golden State, 224.5 versus the Jazz. I'd say yes. I'm with you on that. I'm going to follow the move to that over as well. Raptors 205. That's an underplay for me. I see 205. That's just we're talking one team is 236 and another team in the same league is 205. I got to say under. Baylor over, yes. Seton Hall under, yes. I said that last night on Total Chaos. Ohio State over, yes. Stars under. Kraken over. Dallas Stars under the 5.5. Yes. Seattle over 5.5. I'd go under that. I'd go under the Kraken. Lakers got smacked last night at home. Man, now they're in a back-to-back. And if they got their both guys. So in a back-to-back, are you going to respond to come out a big win? I mean, you have to win by 10, which they should, especially if both guys are playing. That's the problem, though, Matt. At noon, I don't know if they're both playing. And Portland has been terrible since they traded everybody away. Minnesota at the Kings. Is this where we're talking ice stuff? T-Wolves. T-Wolves and Kings. I like the over there. I like the over. Quinny and Fairfield. Where's that Quinnipiac? It was 5.5 last night. And I looked at taking Fairfield because I was like, man, I kind of like the Stags here. Most teams in college basketball, you win. Like you see these skewed records, 10-1 at home, 1-7 on the road. To Fairfield, that's 3 home wins. Do I really trust $1.5 million? I don't trust $1.5 million. Redskins should have been in Washington Llamas. That would have been great, except for the commies. They should have never did. They should just be the Redskins. I don't know. I'll always call them the Redskins. That's what they are to me. I still call them the San Diego Chargers. That's the way it is. Kerr must be out for the Warriors. Why are they a dog to the Jazz? We know that Clay is out. I don't know. I mean, it's just hold on. They're a dog. They were a fade before. No, 2 point. Oh, wow. You know what? Did I read that? I read that backwards. I had Jazz. I said Jazz +2 at home, and it was -2. I misspoke earlier in the show. So I still like the Jazz. I'll still like the Jazz here lane too. Wright State, Green Bay under the 130.5. Yeah, I would go under there. Wright State, we like those little guys. They play some defense in Green Bay. Definitely not Phoenix rising out of the ashes. Xavier and the Hall. I like the under in this game, and more than either a side. If I'm taking a side here, I mean, what is this number for 3? Again, I got the Hall at like 4 or 5 points better, but I've seen road teams here in the Big East come in and beat other teams. I lean Hall, yes. My favorite out of the two would be the under. Can we have that under? Hall's gone under 4 a 5 at this total. Xavier's gone under 6 straight at this kind of number. So I don't see where we're getting 142. I'm just going to ride the little trends there and not overthink things and go under the total. NBA covered last night, -7.5. Yeah, the NBA's. Could someone pull that up? Because I think it's a ridiculous number the last couple of days. Minnesota covered at the Kings last night. That's why I ask. So you mean it's because it's a back-to-back? Do you think they cover again? Yeah, they blew them out. It was a 20-point blowout last night. Well, that's what happened. You trade a guy away, and everybody's dejected. Here's the thing. I think Minnesota as a team, they need wins. They could still maybe win their little division there. And if you could beat up on a team, go out there. These guys want to pad the stats. So I'm going to say, you know what? Let's go back to the well again. We'll go Minnesota and over again. I think it's there a second time. Warriors are dog because Looney is a game-time decision. I mean, they're dog also. The Jazz, again, they got their good guy out. Gobert's out for them. Welcome to the NBA. You got guys out. People get hurt. It's life. But everybody's going to bet the Warriors because the Warriors. Go opposite. Gardner-Webb versus Campbell over to 128. You see him getting 130. What do I got here on this Webb total? Well, it was 128 last night. What do I have number-wise on this? Where is my Gardner-Webb? I can't find it. Here we go. No, I got it under. I don't have it getting to 130. Not me. I say under. Cavs home versus Spurs. I'm going to say yes to this. Usually, beginning of the year, we're liking the Cavs as a underdog, but now that kind of flipped. They've been a great covering team all year, but the Spurs team is a mess. So let's lay the 5.5 at home with Cleveland to get it done. Cleveland. All right, that's it for today. Half hour. We got to keep it a half hour. As I said, we have a lot of things going on coming up in the next month. Some changes to the winning free picks and picks and parlay stuff show wise. So hit it a like on your way out. Hornets, Warriors, and the Golden Knights. Yeah, I will say yes to the Hornets, no to the Warriors, and no to the Knights in a back-to-back. Throw Notre Dame money line and Baylor into a parlay. Not 7 points for college basketball. I'm tired of yelling at the screen. I get it. You're taking two faves. See how they play out. Pacers really blowing that team up. Trades a bonus. I know. I kind of like the bonus, but definitely stay away from the Pistons for me now. Good Baylor picks is Groovy Caps, and that is a wrap. I'll see everybody tomorrow. We'll start talking